Alright, look. Now that I've finished the workout, let me go ahead and re-record this intro. Because I think that the one I recorded on the way to the gym I was a little bit too excited for. It came off a little bit crazy.
Laser. GPS connected.
In the spirit of being back, I think it's only right that we introduce a new segment right now. I'm gonna call it yeah, a little squat day today. Back squat, pistol squat, that's it. Didn't really have time for anything else. Did a little bit of a boxing drill and then stretched out and left the gym. Now this is a new thing that lifters have started doing in the last couple of years. I don't know exactly where this comes from, but I'm gonna throw some skate clips in as well at the end of this video. So we're doing a lot of sitting in the car talking. Yeah, so that it's not just lifting, because you know that's boring. Everybody does that. But I also skateboard and mountain bike, and you've got no idea what I've got in store for you. Sometimes I paint replica Pablo Picasso paintings during these little pep talks on my way to and from working out. It's so great and inspirational. Anyway, this section's gonna be fantastic. Here's a long form lifting video by popular request. Only one person asked. You're either gonna hear my AC or the wind, or I'm gonna crash my car, or a combination of any two of those three. Luca asked. You got two options really. Windows down, wind noise high, or windows up, AC noise high. It doesn't it doesn't work out. This movie, it has no happy ending. I'm about to go suffer, and I just want you guys to know that somewhere, you know, I know you're out there. One person's not really a popular request. Hundreds of you have been asking. Thousands of you have been asking. Look, we've all got dreams. Tens of thousands of you have been begging me. What the f am I talking about? To do another long form lifting video. One thing you gotta know about dreams is you can't quite ever remember what the fuck the real dream was when you wake up the next morning. It's always kind of a blur. You don't really know. You can't even put it into words usually. It's more of just like a feeling, like a vibe, you know? And if you can capture that vibe and just put it into a fucking bottle and give yourself a daily enema. To get back on it, because you guys love those so much and they get so many views. Of whatever that magical substance is. So, yeah. Oh. Wow, this guy's a Alright, yourself. Hey, mommy.
A noite sobre o nosso amor, e agora só restou do amor uma palavra.
I won't leave a breadcrumb. Bitch, what I thought a nigga said something. Thought a nigga said something. G-Block, all we know is red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. G-Block, all we know is red rum, red rum, red rum, red.
If you're just going through the motions, lollygagging, playing fucking slap ass in the gym, thinking, well, I gotta get my reps in, or, you know what I mean? If you're not passionate, you're not enthusiastic, you're never gonna be your fucking peak potential.
Nigga, all we know is riding in the back, it's a May, it's a May. 32 shots in the K, in the K. Marathon, I really run an A, run an A. Say you touch me, I'll sway, I'll sway. Graveyard, that's where the ops stay, I'll stay. Hypnotized, they do what I say, what I say. 21 niggas don't play, don't play. My Glock Gen 5 said hey, take my chopper everywhere, that's bae, that's bae. Get your ass out the car, you giving trade, giving trade. We been spinning through they hood all day, all day.
don't squat, you don't lift. You just go to the gym. Gotta find it. Gotta find the limit. I did not mix up the order of the videos on accident. I've just had this idea of going up to your highest set, dropping back down a notch, and going back and forth until you're worn out, instead of just staying at one working weight. Kind of allows you to get at like 2 different volumes in the same day, you know? Like I'm doing 315 for maybe like between 1 and 3 reps, you know, depending on if I'm pausing or not, right? And I'm getting 275 for between 3 and like 7. So it allows me to hit both of those rep ranges in the same workout. And now I'm about to do some pistol squats. So one thing to note about these pistol squats is I'm not gonna try to fucking assist myself by holding on to anything, because that would screw it up. The point of the pistol squat is to build all the little stabilizer muscles that balance you on one leg while you're moving through that range of motion. So if I hold on to something for balance, I'm absolutely blowing it for myself. I might as well just be doing like a split squat or something like that, even on a Smith machine, you know what I'm saying? Just no stabilization necessary. Pistol squat, if you fall over, you fall over. Just fucking get up and do another rep. It doesn't matter. Just don't fucking hang on to anything, because we're trying to build all the little fibers that don't normally get activated when you're squatting with 2 legs or when you're holding on to something or stabilized in some other way. Let's do it. Ah! Whew. Oh, fuck. Why aren't more people just doing sets of pistol squats in their workouts? That shit is killer. Fuck. Alright, it's time for my favorite part of the workout. A little bit of cardio, a little bit of boxing training, a whole lot of hand-eye coordination, timing, rhythm, and funk by way of my autism fidget toy. Can we get something super stupid funky?
Oh, you see the flames of burning passion when I look in your eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Are you afraid to feel what you know is real, like any other guy? I'm bigger than the flames of burning passion when I look in your eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Are you afraid to feel what you know is real, like any other guy? I'm bigger than the flames of burning passion when I look in your eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Are you afraid to feel what you know is real, like any other guy? I'm bigger than the heart, but can't you love me? You got to come on inside. My heart's an open door. Who could ask for more? Come on in for a ride. Can't stop what I'm doing to you. Can't stop calling you on. Oh, you see the flames of burning passion when I look in your eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Are you afraid to feel what you know is real, like any other guy? I'm bigger than my heart, but can't you love me? You got to come on inside. My heart's an open door. Who could ask for more? Come on in for a ride. Can't stop what I'm doing to you. Can't stop calling you on. Can't stop what I'm doing to you. Can't stop calling you on. Oh, you see the flames of burning passion when I look in your eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Are you afraid to feel what you know is real, like any other guy? I'm bigger than my heart, but can't you love me? You got to come on inside. My heart's an open door. Who could ask for more? Come on in for a ride. Can't stop what I'm doing to you. Can't stop turning you on.
Alright. Welcome to a dinner in my life. We're looking at 6 eggs and a ribeye. Normally I make a New York strip, but tonight we're going with the ribeye. They were out of good New York strips at the Walmart, so we've got some onions and some spinach to go with the eggs. So I just heated the steak up to about 85 degrees, little above room temp. You know, room temp's like 73. I'm not crazy, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, we're not crossing that 100-degree threshold. We're not getting crazy. And that's really important on a cut like this. The idea is to bring it up to temp so it's not all freaking cold and, you know, the juices are loose, you know what I'm saying? And if you just leave the steak out, you know, take it out of the fridge and set it on the counter, it'll take forever to get up to room temperature even, you know. So we got it a little bit above room temp, and you know, nothing crazy, you know. On a thin cut like that thing is like barely an inch, you know. Thin cut like that, man, you really don't want to heat it up too much at all, because it's gonna get so hot so fast in the freaking pan, man. All right, a little bit of beef tallow from Walmart. Yeah, I watched Kuso's shorts, man, so fuck, I just realized the fucking mic wasn't on. Damn. All right, man. All right, Mic'd up. Jeez. Look, when I buy onions, I'm OCD, like, in some weird ways, right? So I have to buy one of each color, you know? One white one yellow one, and one red one. And every time I make food, I have to put a little bit of each in there. I don't know why I am this way, but they all taste great. So, and they... Look, man, the thing that's best about onions, it holds water. So every piece is like a little bit of juiciness, you know what I'm saying? So, you know... One thing that contributes to flavor fatigue when you're eating is the food being too dry. If the food's too dry, it becomes hard to eat. It becomes arduous. So it doesn't matter how good it tastes. If it's pretty dry, you're not going to want to sit there and chow down a fat meal. And if you're trying to get jacked, stacked, succulent, and dense, what you got to do is eat as much as possible in one sitting. If you're going to do that, you got to have some freaking juicy veggies in there, man. And for the nutritional benefits, but you know, it helps you eat more if your food is freaking juicier, alright? That's the fucking moral of the story. Jesus Christ. I don't know if any of that was coherent. I like my pan to be not below 450 and not quite at 100, you know? I like to keep it at a sweet spot around like 470 to 485, anywhere in there when I'm scanning across it, and I'm pretty good. Which I think is a happy medium ground, you know? Nothing, it's not like, it's not gonna make the grease fucking catch fire, you know what I'm saying? But it's also not gonna slow cook the fucking thing, you know? It's hot enough that we can get that crusty sear, you know what I'm saying? We can get that snap, crackle, that pop, and that sizzle. All right, now let's talk about one of the most important things to pay attention to when you're searing your steak. So if you look at this steak, it's got fat all around these edges here in certain spots. And now, if I just sear either side of the steak, I'm not gonna render those fats as well as I could. So I wanna make sure that I spend some time searing the side and these little bits of fat here around the edge. If we spend some time on these fats here, it's really gonna improve the flavor and the texture of the steak. Now this steak is pretty much just gonna stay within 5 degrees of the temperature it came out of the oven at, because it takes a while for it to cool down. So I'm just gonna let it sit, because it's certainly not gonna get below room temperature, that's for sure. But before I get to searing that, because it doesn't take very long to sear it at all, I'm gonna get the eggs going. So I gotta get these onions cooked down a little bit. I gotta throw some spinach on there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and crack the eggs on there. And I'm gonna leave the yolks runny, because man, it goes so great with a steak. Just runny yolk and a steak, just oh, it's a natural dipping sauce. While this steak is sitting here waiting for me to get these eggs going, I'm gonna let it sit between some paper towels so that any extra moisture on the surface is absorbed and our crust has the best chance at being fantastic. Yeah, I wish on all the rainbows.
I wish on all the people who really dream, and I wish it on tomorrow playing in the clouds.
If there's one thing that I've learned in my time, in my many hours, in my countless days, in my sleepless nights of steak making, and all the minutes I've spent watching videos, YouTube shorts of people making meat, steak in particular, is that everyone's gonna master their own method with this shit. A lot of times I reverse sear, and that's just the method that I've gotten good at doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to cook on a grill. I would love to cook on a grill, but I don't want to buy one right now. So I've had to work with the pan. You know what I'm saying? Grill, the best fucking option. I love cooking on the grill. The pan, it's alright. It gets the job done. But you gotta be particular with how you freaking cook it, man. So, this is what I'm doing. So one thing to know about keeping the yolks yoked, you know what I'm saying? One thing to know about keeping the juice loose. You want the pan to be at a decent temperature, not so hot that it's gonna freaking burn the eggs, make them black, you know, or charred to any extent. We don't want that. But just so that the eggs don't have to be on the pan so long that the yolks get freaking cooked, you know what I'm saying? One thing that I try to always remember to do is dry off the top side before I flip the friggin' steak. And sometimes I forget that, and I just forgot it. And then I just flipped it right back, and now I'm going to dry this fucker off, you know? This is going to make it so much crustier. Okay, so that's a pretty good start right there. Alright, so we're going to take this as it is. It's not a great sear, but I only put this steak in the fridge this morning, so that would explain that. Sizzle. So I wanted these yolks to be runny as possible. But I want the egg whites to be pretty, you know, cooked enough. Not like, I don't want them to be total slime, snot, you know what I'm saying? I also don't want them to be too cooked, you know? I want it to... Anyway, what I did was, I used the spatula like a scalpel, and I surgically flipped the egg white sections and left the yolks alone. And these are done now. So we're gonna get them off the pan as quick as possible so that these freaking yolks don't cook. So I normally will take a steak off of the pan when it's internally around 115, 120. When it's resting, it'll get up to like 135, 130, 135. But the thing is, with a steak this thin, this thermometer is just never gonna give me an accurate reading. So I was just like, all right, look, I'm just gonna try not to overdo it. I'm just gonna focus on getting an okay sear, you know, best I can freaking do. And then I'm just going to kind of take what I get. So I'm thinking this thing is not, it's not, sorry, it tastes so good. It's not as medium rare as I would like it to be, that's for sure. But it's very fatty, and it's going to taste good, all right? Oh, this is my favorite meal. There's a reason I make it almost every day. You really, really shouldn't start because I need all the steak at the store. Please.